everyone, Mel here, and a happy new year to you all. Firstly, can I just say a huge, humongous thank you to all you lovely followers out there. Can you believe it? I have over 1,000 followers now. When I started this, I just didn't think I'd ever get there, so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Now, keep your eyes peeled because I will have a giveaway coming up very soon. It'll be something fun and something quirky just for all my amazing followers out there, so watch out for that. Now today, I was asked if I would make the card I made for the Creative Stamping magazine, so of course I said yes. So I have a wee picture here that you can see of the magazine, and this is the card that I created for it. So today that's what we're going to do. So here's what we're making today. This is a wee magic spinner card. As you can see, there's a little arrow, so if you follow that arrow and spin the wheel, you'll reveal a hidden picture underneath. It's that easy. Well, with a couple of cuts you'll get it right. So for this card I have used my Distress Oxide to create a fun bright background, along with some Lawn Fawn stamps coloured with my Copics, and then some basic circle dies. The colours I used for my Distress Oxides was the Kitsch Flamingo, Salty Ocean, Mowed Lawn and Mustard Seed, and I just blended that on my background and on the edge of the spinner. The stamps I've used is the small set is the Yappy Birthday add-on, and the larger set I used was the original Yappy Birthday, and I coloured these up with my Copics. I've added some pearls from my stash as well, but that's all. Basically all you're going to need is your circle dies to get started. So firstly you're going to cut out two circles, one larger and one smaller, and I've cut one at 5 1/4 and the second one is 4 3/4, and I've just cut them from white stamping card because I'll stamp on them, but keep your scraps because we're going to use them. So we want to find the middle of our circles, and a quick way to do this is if you keep scraps and fold it in half and lining up the outer edges together, you'll have your middle points, and then you can lay this against your circle and mark with a pencil. Now you can do that for both of your circles and then find the middle, or you can find it the traditional way. This is just a quick, easy way. So now that you have found the middle, you're going to poke a hole in the middle, and then you can line it up again with the smaller circle and poke a hole right through to get a hole right through both of your circles. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to cut. So on the smaller circle, you're going to cut from that point right out to the outer edge. For the larger circle, what you want to do though is lay the small circle in the middle as best you can and mark on one of your pencil lines where the circle ends. Now this will give you a guide as where to cut up to, and that's all. You're only going to cut up to that line and no more, same as cutting right from the middle up to that line. Now that you've cut your lines, you're going to feed the smaller one through the larger one, and this is how your spinner works. As you can see here, it's a bit tight just because of the thickness of my stamping card, but the more movement, the easier it will glide round. As you can see, it's spun right through. Now you want to decide on your design. I'm going to go with what I've done on this, but the way you'd want to do it is you want to make sure that your small design is got more detail, whereas your larger circle will have the detail just in the centre. And I'm just going to use these stamps again, but I might do it the opposite way and have the smaller circle on the front this time to reveal the larger circle behind. if that makes sense. So I've just popped my stamps in my stamping platform and I'm just going to stamp these, and then I'll add some more detail. I'm also going to create a mask for my larger layer that you'll see later on, and I just used some post-it notes to do that. Now when you're stamping your larger layer, you want to make sure that you don't stamp on that wee space at the side, it's all in the middle. Just be aware of that when you go to do your design. Maybe even draw a wee pencil line that you can rub out so that you're marking in that area. So that's me stamped the images. You can see I've added quite a bit of detail with the wee confetti bits and the music symbols. I just think it looks really fun and birthday. You can see I've added it here. I also noticed that one of the balloons doesn't have a string, so I'll add that in with my black pen and I'll match in with the rest of the card. I already made my background for my card base and I used my Distress Oxide again, and I just did some quick blending. This time though I used Salvage Patina, Peacock Feathers and Uncharted Mariner. Yes, I can't say that word, so don't laugh. And I'll add the colours round again round the edge. Oh, and I added splashes of colours of white and black paint just on top, just to bring the colours together. So now all I'm going to do is some quick Copic colouring and that's it. And that's me. I've done all my colouring as you can see here. I'll add the colours down below if anybody wants to know what I've used, but you could use anything you want. It doesn't need to be Copics, it doesn't need to be paints, pencils, anything you like. So now we're going to put the card together. First, what I'm going to do is add the same inks I used on the card round the edge just to bring it together, so almost a third of each colour just so it blends well together. So now we have to make a wee tab that helps turn your spinner. You can see here, just like this is all we're going to do. So the scraps that we had for our circle, I've kept that. So all I'm going to do is trim it a wee bit and take about just over 1/4 of an inch off that card, and it's probably about 5 inches long. Don't quote me on that, it's just a random cut of card that I have here. And what I'm doing is I'm just quickly measuring just how much I want. It doesn't have to be perfect because you can trim it off. And then all I'm going to do is some ink blending again, just to match in with the same colours I have on the card. So what we're going to do next is add on our handle. Now that folded half, I'm going to glue it together so that my handle has a wee bit more stability, that's the word we're looking for, so that when you're turning it, it's not moving all about and being flimsy. So first what we're going to do is have the circles the right way and feed them back through each other, and then we will add on our handle. So once the circle's together, if you use the line on the back that you made, this will give you a good judge of right in the centre of where the circles sit. And then when you go flip it back to the front, you want to have about 1/4 of an inch hanging over, and this is where you'll glue your handle. And you want to have it right in line with the centre point you made. Make sure it's right up in the centre. Add your glue and then put on your wee handle. Now don't move it right away. At least allow the handle and the glue to take hold of each other. Don't do like I did. So you can see here my spinner sticks a little bit, but don't worry about that. It's just the thickness of the card, and the more times you spin it, the easier it will get. If you add some anti-static powder, it will make a big difference as well. Now we're going to make a stopper. So with the revealed bit mostly on the front, and again another wee bit hanging at the back this time, take a piece of card about 1/8 of an inch or even smaller than that, and you want to fold it in half or even 1/3 and glue these 2 or 3 layers together and glue it to the back, and this will act as the stopper and it will stop your card unravelling. Next, what you want to do is add on your sentiment. So I'm just stamping a wee sentiment along the handle. Nothing fancy here. You don't even need to do this if you don't want to, but you want to have something on this so that the person knows that the handle is a spinner in some way. So make sure you put an arrow on it. Next, what we're going to do is add foam pads. Now you're only going to add these to the very edge of the spinner on the back, and it is on the large circle, not the small circle. And you want to add really small pieces, so if you're using large foam pads, cut them up. If not, use very small ones and go right round the edge. This again acts like a stopper, so you're just going to add them right round, and then you will put this on your card. So next all I'm doing is putting the card together. So I've layered the inky top layer onto some coloured cardstock. I'm using some foam pads and I'm going to stick this onto my card blank that I made. Again, this is just a card that I made from some black cardstock. It is a 7-inch card that I've got here. and then I'm going to take all the wee foam pad backs off and add this to the front of my card. Now you should respin the card to make sure you have the main image the right way up. Please don't do what I did. So off camera, I took the spinner back off the card, re-added some new foam pads and put it back on the card, making sure it was the right way up. Oh, I can't believe I did it. But hey ho. So all now I'm going to do is add some wee gems and pearls just to bring the card together. And that's it finished. What do you think? Did you like this tutorial today? I know it's a little different, but it's something fun and colourful and perfect for the first card of the year, first make of the year. And I've added the detail with my black marker, I've added some wee dots all about, I've also added my wee arrow so you know which way the spinner moves, so you can see, so you spin it and reveal the wee doggy underneath. I know it's still sticking a little bit, but that is because of the card and because I've not used this anti-static powder on it yet. I used it on a smaller card, I'll show you how easy that moves, but I don't know where I've put it, so if anyone spied it on my desk, point it out. I don't know where it is. Look how easy that moves, so much better. Now anything I've used in the video I will leave in the description box below so you know what I've used, including colours of the Copics I used. And remember, if there's something you want to make, let me know. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, it really helps my video, and if you've not already, please subscribe. We're all fun here, and until next time, bye everyone!